Hey everyone, Tin Man here, and back with today's jail update, and there's not really any critical pieces in jail today for any big composition. I guess the biggest and most important one is probably Crystal Maiden, making mages a little bit harder to deal with, or harder to complete with humans and mages in the traditional sense. But that being said, with her out, I've still seen people try to run mages, like yesterday without Lena. You can still run it. You don't really need 4 humans. I mean, it's nice to get 4 humans, but you can really just run it with Keeper of the Light, Lena, Dragon Knight as just 3 humans. That's plenty enough. Or if you find room, you can throw in a Kunkka or something like that to get the 4th human if you really want it. But in reality, as long as Keeper of the Light is unbanned, and same with Dragon Knight, I really feel like mages are definitely still viable today. Nyx Assassin is out, which means Insect Assassins is not really a good pairing, but Assassins on their own are still plenty viable. You generally will not want to pair it with Insects anymore, but you can still pair it with things like Tidehunter and Alchemist and other CC units. Especially, Faceless Void is just an amazingly powerful Ace of Assassins unit that kind of gives you that good CC as well. So even if you're not running Insects, Assassins are still definitely very viable today. Other than that, we see Venomancer is out, which kind of hurts Savage's early game, but really doesn't hamper much of their capability in the late game. Yeah, you won't be able to run Venomancer, but Bristleback, Lone Druid, Sand King, Lycan, Tusk, all of them are still very powerful late game options for Savages, so Venomancer missing, just kind of a little speed bump along the way, no big deal. Necrophos does kind of hurt the pool of Heartless, but there's still plenty of other viable Heartless if you want to play 4 Heartless builds. And I haven't really seen too many successful healer builds, although I suppose that would be a little less viable since Necrophos is probably the focal point of that build. Techies is out, making Scrappy and Inventors not so great, but you can actually run Scrappy Inventor mages. Just won't get that Ace of Inventor bonus for the Techies, but you can still run Clockwork, Timbersaw, Tinker, and then either Sniper or Alchemist to round out the 4 Scrappy comp, along with some mages, and that could be a pretty valuable composition today. There are no Knights banned either, so if you have a Knights build that you think you like or you find success with, today is the day to try it. You won't be able to pair up Knights with healers, which I know is a combination that I've tried a lot, to kind of middling to poor success. I haven't had too much success with that. But Necrophos will be out, so probably don't want to pair it up with healers, but if you got like Knights and Trolls or something else along those lines, today is definitely the day to try that. Other than that, there are no Hunters banned, so Hunters are still going to be just as viable as ever. And yeah, I think that wraps it up. There's a lot of things viable today. There's no real important units missing because most of the units here are kind of accessory, kind of support units in the jail today. So you've got a wide range of possibilities to try out today. Going to be very diverse meta. So good luck in your games today, and I'll see you tomorrow.